Road trips are a fun and adventurous way to experience hidden gems that you otherwise wouldn't have known about if you were flying. It does come with its inconveniences and challenges, so we decided to create a list of 20 road trip essentials that you need to enjoy your time on the road. Plus, just to make it easier for you, we've included a free printable checklist of 50 important things down below. If you'd like to know how to make the most out of your road trip, then stay tuned.
The first thing you may need is a roadside emergency kit. You never know when you may need one. In a roadside emergency kit, you get things like jumper cables for jump starting your vehicle in case your battery dies out. You get reflective vests and triangles warning other drivers of your presence on the road. And some kits even come with first aid kits, and that could include scissors, gauze pads, and bandages.
The second most important thing is the license and registration. For some it may be obvious, but it's something that can be easily overlooked. Be sure to check in your glove box right now to make sure that you have the most current registration card. Also, in the rush of things, we can easily forget our license and our wallet, purse. So having this checklist is really essential in not forgetting the things that are really important.
The next thing is car insurance. So this depends on whether you will be renting out a vehicle or using your own. So for camper vans and exotic vehicles, most insurance providers do not cover insurance for such vehicles, so it is wise to talk to your insurance provider, and if they're not covering, ask the agent that is renting out the vehicle to you and see if you can get insurance added on from them. But if you will be using your own vehicle, we prefer getting a printed out copy of the insurance card, just in case your phone gets wet on the trip and starts malfunctioning. You can get it laminated, or the easiest option is put it in a Ziploc bag. Spare tire. So run to the boot of your trunk right now and see if you have a spare tire in there or not. If you do, make sure it's properly inflated. Some newer cars nowadays, they do have tubeless tires, so you don't have to worry about air. Just make sure you have the proper jack and wrench to get your car propped up in the first place. Another solution to flat tires is Fix-A-Flat. So this can fit right in the boot of your trunk next to your spare tire. So how that works is it is compressed air with some solution in it. The solution helps seal the leak, enough compressed air to inflate your tires to a manageable level. It will enable you to drive up to 100 miles to your nearest gas station and mechanic and get your tire fixed.
Another important thing to have is a car manual. Hopefully you don't, but if you should run into any car issues while on the road, you can definitely refer to the car manual to help you diagnose the problem and how to fix it. But we highly recommend just finding a repair shop on the road near you, just so you can save yourself the headache on trying to fix the issue yourself. Instead, you can divert that energy on trip planning and spending more time with your loved ones.
The next step is to carry some cash and coins on you. Carrying some cash and especially coins is a great option to have while traveling, because you may be parking meters where it's only coin operated. As for bridges and tolls, you may not have the proper registered tag, so it is wise to have some cash on you to pay for the toll. Some gas stations only accept cash, so you'll be glad to have some cash on you. So all in all, hit up the ATM before your trip. You'll be glad you did.
Another good thing to have is a first aid kit. Now, some of these items may be coming in with the roadside emergency kit, but just to ensure that you have all the medical necessities that you need while on the road, having a dedicated first aid kit is important.
Next up is maps. So if you can get your hands on a paper map, that's a start. But with smartphone nowadays, you can download maps to any destination in a matter of seconds. So the app that we use is Google Maps. You guys probably heard about it, but we do use the offline version of it. You can download maps to pretty much any destination. We have a step-by-step process on how to download offline maps. We will leave it in the description down below.
Toilet paper. Don't leave home without this. From what we've learned with the coronavirus situation is that toilet paper is gold. And you don't want to leave home without your gold. What's the worst feeling when you're out on the road and you forgot your toilet paper? You can't wipe your tush clean anymore. So the most important thing to remember out of all this is don't forget your gold, don't forget your toilet paper.
Next step is to bring a phone charger. You would definitely want to bring a phone charger on your trip, as your phone will serve as a music player, navigation system, entertainment, and most importantly, communication. We recommend getting a dual port charger. You can charge more than one phone at a time and possibly charge other electronic equipment like camera batteries.
Travel games and playing cards. The last thing you want on your road trip is boredom. Having games and playing cards is part of what makes the road trip more fun. You can bring along your home favorites or try out something new for the road trip. It'll keep everyone entertained and something you'll get to keep as a remembrance for the road trip.
Next up is sunglasses. Get yourself a pair of sunglasses for the road, as those long drives can really strain your eyes. As long as they have UV protection, it should protect you from the sun's harmful rays. If you happen to sit on them, you can hop into a convenience store. They always sell some, or consider taking a spare from the get-go.
A blanket. A blanket is going to come in really handy for those really cold nights on the road, and it's also going to be great for those cozy, comfy marshmallow nights around the campfire.
So just like sunglasses, you need to protect yourself from the sun's rays, so get yourself a UV window shade. You could be on the road for long hours on end, so getting a window shade will protect you from those sun's rays. Next up is do not forget a towel. Keep this for times when you get rained on and times when your motel or inn does not provide one. If you decide to drop by a lake and go in for a swim, you'll want to make sure that you have a towel. The same applies for pets. You want to make sure your pets are nice and dry.
The next thing that is very important is sunscreen. We all know this. Sunscreen is very important in protecting you from UV rays, UVA, UVB, and it's definitely going to be very important because you're going to be encountering a lot of sun when you're driving inside the vehicle as well as outdoors. Believe me, the last thing that you want to deal with is that terrible sunburn pain.
So body wipes. Body wipes is probably one of the best things that has been created for hygiene purposes. It's like fitting a shower in a wipe. Those long drives can get you really sweaty, so wipes can really come in handy. So they can be regular wipes, or you could even use baby wipes, but if you're too manly for wipes, they also have dude wipes. We'll leave the link down below. The next thing you'll need is a power bank. So this has been a lifesaver for us on many trips. This is probably one of the best gadgets that you will have in your backpack. It'll juice up your phone many times, and even iPads and computers. So pro tip is you can get a car jumpstart battery which acts as a power bank. The only thing that you want to make sure is, if you're not using it as a car jumpstarter, is to make sure that it's fully recharged after you're done using it for your electronics. But that is a quick hack, just so you don't have multiple batteries, multiple power banks.
The next thing is a backpack. This can be very useful if you do have hiking plans and are wanting to store more items in your backpack and be portable. You can store more things into your backpack, such as your phone, snacks, your power bank, your camera gear if you have, and this will be great if you're planning on venturing out.
So the last step is bug spray. So getting eaten alive by mosquitoes and bugs is no fun. Keep the pests away and carry some bug spray with you. It'll save you countless nights of mozzie itches.
Well, that is it for the video. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We always use this checklist to help us not forget the essentials that we need to bring on our road trips. It always saves us the hassle and the worry of what we may have forgotten to bring along. So if you'd like to get your hands on the free printable checklist of the 50 road trip essentials, check the link down below.
Well, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and as always, thanks for watching.